This one's going to be a V51. This is a 308 configuration. On all these HKs, basically, we pulled it back to make sure it's not loaded. Check to make sure there's not one in the chamber. You don't want to gently do that like you're helping your grandma across the street. You want to slam it shut. That way it functions and cycles. Almost all the HKs, especially the G series, these pins you pull out is what pulls it apart. You want to make sure that's shut. Pull the two pins out. And if you had a full stock, there's two holes in the pin where you stick your pins in there so you don't lose them. Pull your spring piece out. The difference between the rifle and the pistol is the pistol has a telescoping guide rod with the spring retainer on there. The rifle one has a one-piece spring guide rod. Basic, your whole piece comes in there and the whole thing slides out. You got two ball bearings on each side that's guiding it. This gun will work without an extractor by just blowback alone if everything fails on the gun. The G3 and the G series is one of the best and the most reliable functioning guns in the last 40 years because it's so simple. And literally it doesn't matter barrel length or any of that other stuff. Same thing as the MP5. There's one more pin here in the front, and that's your piece, and that's what holds on your Surefire light group, which is just a squeeze pad. You squeeze the pad here, and the light comes on, and your battery's inside. This is the older Surefire. It's nice and snug, and it comes off. And rotate it up and pull it out. Those two outset ride bearings have come out. The way to set those in there is not with a big pair of pliers. Just like that. Backwards, you use this as your tool and then snap it in there, and then it snaps them in set once they detent and come out. Okay. They're out. That's a rear release. God, that's greasy. Oh, oop, there we go. There we go. There we go. And as you can see, it even has dirt down inside. It gets everywhere. All right. That's it. So this is what we're looking for. And there's some oil and there's still some moisture in there, but you can see how the actual firing pin is caked with debris. That fine, basically the gunpowder residue is like fine baby powder or soot from a fire. It gets everywhere. So that's what you want to get out. And it's not the problem that there's a little in there. The problem is it could build up in there, and then any moisture or condensation, you're creating like a composite residue of the gunpowder and moisture, and it's like water putty, and it's starting to build up, and then you'll get a failure.